I worked hard every day to make sure I got high, to make sure I broke every heart that dared to love me. You know, I overdosed 9 times. I'm 50 years old. I don't know how many more overdoses I've got left. I was in active addiction for 25 years. I had a sordid history of drug abuse. Started with pain pills. That led to crystal meth, which eventually led to heroin.
I did heroin the whole time I was pregnant. So my daughter was born addicted to opiates. I had a heart attack right after she was born because of the damage I had done to my heart from the drugs and being pregnant at the same time. I grew up in a really good home. There was no addiction. Nobody smoked cigarettes or anything like that. Though I made good grades in school, I just never really felt like I fit in. So I started hanging out with some older kids from another school and was introduced to pain pills, and that started a very long downward spiral of drug abuse.
I'm in and out of jail, you know, all the things that happen to everybody in addiction happen to me. You know, start just getting arrested, start losing friendships, losing important relationships, you know. Find myself locked up in the Etowah County Jail, which I used to work there several years ago, and let me tell you, that's a very humbling experience to get booked back in by the same officers you used to work with. You know, it's super humbling, but you know, I guess humbling wasn't good enough for me.
I spent about 6 months of my senior year in the county jail in the SAP program. I didn't want to get better. I was doing it because I had to. And that was pretty much the case every time. I can't tell you how many rehabs that I went to because it was that or jail or prison, and that's not what I wanted to do. So I would go to treatment, and I would get out of treatment and get high that very day. When I used heroin for the first time, that really, you know, kicked off my drug addiction. That's when things started to get really bad.
They've got a program inside, though, something I'd never done. In my clever line of thinking, I thought that, you know, if I could apply myself in these programs, work the system, you know, I could get back out so that I could get high again. I hear about this other program, and they're calling it the Vivitrol program. Now, I had heard all kinds of good things about the program. Good in my mind at that time, good things meant, hey, it'll shorten your sentence. You know, it'll get you out of jail. That's what I gleaned from it. Was if I can fake it till you make it, so to speak, I can get out of here. I actually needed the help, but I didn't want it, to be honest.
I stopped using heroin not long after my daughter was born, but I wasn't done getting high, so I started using meth some. I went to jail a few more times. My parents put me back in rehab, and the very next night I took the rehab van and left. I left the van at a Walmart in Jasper and called someone I knew in Tuscaloosa to come get me. That is what really started my addiction to meth. I got arrested in Tuscaloosa in August of 2017. I did several months Tuscaloosa County Jail and was released to Etowah County. So I did SAP for the 3rd time, and that's when I was told about the Vivitrol program. I was the first person to get released to the program, and nobody had faith in me at all. Not my probation officer, not my parents. I didn't even have faith in myself. I didn't really want to do the program. I just knew that I was going to get out of jail early. I came here and got my first shot and went back to jail. The next day they released me, and I had every intention of doing this for 3 months and then going back to Tuscaloosa to get high. But something changed. These people here at Clinic 5 had faith in me. They believed in me when I didn't believe in myself.
Clinic 5 helped me recover the parts of myself that had got lost along the way. You know, the things about me that I was most proud of. You know, the parts of me that I had polished for so long, that I had grown from the people in my life that were good. I had alienated all those people because of my addiction. I'm not the guy who's sitting here saying that Vivitrol's a miracle drug or it's the absolute cure or the answer or anything, but I don't know, it gave me an opportunity. It worked for me in a way that has got me sitting here telling you about it now.
I have been clean for 3.5 years, and I have no urge to get high. I can't imagine going back to living that life. Clinic 5 sent us to IOP, which is intensive outpatient treatment. There was a whole bunch of us who got out of jail onto the Vivitrol program. We really became a really tight-knit group. Through Clinic 5 and having to go to, IOP, I met Willie, the love of my life. He's been amazing, and he was also, a big part of me staying sober. We have each other's back 100%, and we are there to lift up each other on the hard days. If I'm having a bad day, he's the support that I need to get through the day, and not go out and make terrible decisions.
I think I'm falling in love with you. You're always mine.
Recovery to me is, getting back to the person you were before. The person, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to get back to the guy before the fall of it all, before everything turned bad, before I started ruining my life. What if there's something past that? What if there's something further than that? Because what I found in all of this was, I've got a good job. I have a beautiful fiance. I'm about to start my life over in a better way than I had ever imagined. The people here they care about me. And it shows. And it bleeds through into me caring about myself again.
Clinic 5, even though they were a stepping stone for me to start my recovery journey, and even after I stopped taking the Vivitrol shot, they still supported me. They check on me. They come support me when I give my testimony. They really care about me as a person in my recovery. It wasn't just, I was coming in to get a shot and then leave. They actually cared, and they still show me that they actually care.
You're getting better when the people around you start smiling and saying thank you again, when they're genuinely happy to see you, when they see you get better. And you can get better. We do get better.
If you or someone you know is struggling in addiction and you're ready to take that next step, please reach out to us at Clinic 5.